Okay, so a good day to everyone again. Um, this is the third video lecture that I will be recording, particularly on cardiovascular system. So, when it comes to cardiovascular system, we will talk about mainly the blood vessels, the pathways, the circulatory pathways, since these are the main parang part of the cardiovascular system. So specifically, I will be discussing on the definition and main function, the major components of the cardiovascular system, the blood vessels, the circulatory pathways, the common cardiovascular conditions in livestock, as well as importance of the cardiovascular system in animal production. So first will be on the definition and main function. So when we say cardiovascular system, this is also known, laging tatandaan, as the circulatory system, wherein this system actually is the one that is responsible for transporting blood, nutrients, gases, hormones, and waste products throughout the body. Basically, you could imagine a highway system wherein the cars will be the blood, wherein the vehicles, the motorcycles will be the gases and hormones, and hindi makakadaan yung mga yon, yung mga vehicles, itong mga nutrients natin, itong mga gases natin, kung saan man silang pupunta na organ kung wala yung highway system, which is ito yung circulatory system or yung cardiovascular system. So, hindi matra-transport, walang silbi na nagda-digest, nagme-metabolize, um, humihinga kumbaga yung isang tao or yung isang animal kung hindi naman yung mga products na kailangan ng mga organs natin, hindi naman natara-transport papunta sa kanila. Okay? Kaya, um, importante itong cardiovascular system or yung circulatory system natin. They are the ones that will bring the needed nutrients, the hormone that is needed for this reaction doon sa specific organs mo. Okay? So yan yung cardiovascular system or your circulatory system. So again, just like what I've said, the main function of the cardiovascular system is to transport the oxygen and nutrients to the tissues, to the organs. Aside from that, because of the metabolism, because of the different processes sa body ng isang animal, syempre hindi lang naman mga usable product yung nabubuo, kundi itong mga waste product din. So kailangan it is necessary that the waste products are removed. So like for example, the carbon dioxide and urea, these are considered, although urea can be recycled, pero much of it should be removed from the body of the animal. So dito papasok yung cardiovascular system or your circulatory system. Then aside from that, aside from the gases, aside from the nutrients or the waste products, the cardiovascular system also is the one transporting the hormones. Now, hormones are um, basically ito yung parang substance that will trigger a reaction doon sa isang organ, and it is necessary for the proper functioning of the animal. So kung wala yung cardiovascular system again, walang mangyayaring reaction, walang mangyayaring processes. Then aside from that, an underrated na parang function ni cardiovascular system is that it functions for the thermoregulation or regulating the temperature of the animal. So basically, pag sinabing thermoregulation, it maintains the body temperature. So since nag-flow yung blood, ano yan, parang kino-cool off. So pumupunta doon sa surface sa near the surface, yung mga blood vessels near the surface, and then yung blood doon na mainit na galing sa body cavity ng isang animal, ano yan, parang lalamig doon sa surface, near the surface, and then pagbalik niya doon sa body ng animal, malamig na siya. Parang ganun yung principle when it comes to thermoregulation. That involves yung ating cardiovascular system or circulatory system. Then aside from that, it also parang help achieve homeostasis. So, you could imagine yung homeostasis, parang ano yan, parang yung laro ninyo sa playground noon na ano, na seesaw, kumbaga. So, yung seesaw na yan, dapat balance. Okay? Dapat balance yan. Hindi pwede na yung seesaw mo is tagilid or mas ano yung nasa baba yung isa. So, hindi na yun homeostasis. So, when we say homeostasis kasi, a keyword for that is balance. Balance lahat ng mga um, dapat na mga substance, amount of substance sa body mo, dapat nasa correct amount. Hindi dapat na yung isang substance is mas malaki compared dito sa isang substance. So, meaning, merong mali doon sa body mo, doon sa body ng animal pag ganun. So, another underrated function nitong cardiovascular system or circulatory system natin is that it will help in balancing itong mga substance natin para sa ganun, proper pa rin yung mga processes, proper pa rin yung functioning ng body mo. Okay? So, those are the functions of the cardiovascular system or your circulatory system. Now we go sa major components of the cardiovascular system. Ano nga ba yung mga tissues? Ano nga ba yung mga organs that are involved sa transportation, sa thermoregulation, sa pag-maintain ng homeostasis sa body ng isang animal? So first, doon is yung heart natin. So yung heart natin, again, pag na-recall doon sa muscular system natin, it is a muscular organ that pumps blood through the vessels. So it is located, I'm sure that you are all aware kung saan located yung um, heart ninyo. It is located in the thoracic cavity between the lungs. You could clearly feel yung heart mo pumping blood. So yung heartbeat na yun yung ano, basically nagpa-pump ng blood, kumbaga. So that's the muscle natin and yung main function niya is to pump blood. Kaya nga kung nag-stop na mag-pump yung blood, yung heart, wala nang matatransport na oxygen, wala nang matatransport na nutrients, wala nang matatransport na hormone. Basically, mamamatay ka. Okay? So sa ating heart, meron tayong mga chamber. Laging tatandaan ito. So you have yung right atrium. You have your right ventricle. So yung atrium nasa, laging tatandaan, nasa upper left. Pag tinitignan mo yung parang ano ng, upper right pala, sorry, ng isang heart, and then sa baba is yung right ventricle. And then pag sa left atrium naman, yun yung sa upper left, and then yung left ventricle, yun yung sa lower left. Okay? So, kung titignan, yung right atrium natin receives deoxygenated blood from the body. So, meaning, yung mga blood that, kumbaga, galing na sa mga tissues natin, pupunta yan dito sa right atrium natin. And then, yung right ventricle naman natin pumps deoxygenated bloods into the lungs. Okay, so galing dito sa right atrium papunta sa right ventricle. And then yung left atrium naman natin receives oxygenated blood from the lungs. So from the lungs naman, it will receive yung oxygenated blood, and then yung left ventricle naman natin yung magpapump ng oxygenated blood to the body. Okay? So, hindi pwede na magkakabalibaliktad, kumbaga, yung function nitong mga chamber. Kasi iba na yung i-receive ng body, iba na yung i-receive ng mga organs, kung ganon. Baka yung i-receive is deoxygenated blood. So, paano siya magme-metabolize? Paano mame-metabolize yung mga nutrients doon sa organs kung deoxygenated blood? Okay? So, it is necessary that you know, again, right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from the body, right ventricle pumps the deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and then yung left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the lungs, and then the left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood to the body. Okay? Now we have the heart valves natin. So, it ensures unidirectional flow of blood. Ano to? Laging tatandaan yung mga valves natin, like for example, yung tricuspid valve, pulmonary valve, mitral valve or bicuspid valve, and aortic valves. All of these functions to ensure that isa lang yung flow, kumbaga. Hindi pwede na babalik yung blood. So, ano na yan, baka mamatay yung animal pag ganun. Unidirectional meaning isang flow lang yung blood dapat. Yung flow ng blood. Okay? So, yun yung main purpose nitong mga valves natin. Again, yung mga valves natin, ito yung tricuspid, pulmonary, mitral or bicuspid, and then aortic valves. Then, um, yung mga blood na pinapump ng heart natin, ano yan, dadaloy yan sa mga arteries and veins. Okay? So, aside from yung heart natin, a major component ng cardiovascular system is yung mga arteries, veins, and capillaries natin. Basically, yung mga vessels, yung mga blood vessels. Okay? So, laging tatandaan ito, pag sinabing carry blood away from the heart, so meaning papunta sa body ng animal, basta palayo sa puso, those are arteries. Okay? Laging tatandaan yan. Carry blood, oxygenated blood away from the heart, arteries. Ngayon, carry blood towards the heart, mostly deoxygenated, then those are your veins. Okay? So, again, carry blood away from the heart, that is oxygenated na carry oxygenated blood away from the heart's arteries. Carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart, veins. And then you have your capillaries, tiny vessels for gas and nutrient exchange between blood and tissues. So meaning sa ano yan, yun yung endpoint kumbaga ng blood vessels papunta sa tissue. Yun yung parang terminal na. Kumbaga, before yung, you could imagine SM, yun yung liver mo. So yung mga blood papunta sa SM, mag-stop muna doon sa parang parking lot. So yung parking lot na yun, nandoon yung mga capillaries. So again, those are tiny vessels for gas and nutrient exchange between the blood and the tissues. Okay, so yan. Now, aside from the blood vessels, you also have the blood itself. So, wala namang silbi na merong heart that pumps yung mga substances, merong blood vessels that will carry or that will act as a medium to transport those substances. Kung wala namang itra-transport na like for example itong blood. Okay? So, the blood natin meron niyang apat na components. So, first is plasma. So, laging tatandaan yung plasma natin, this is the fluid part, around 55% that contains the water, proteins, hormones, and nutrients. Okay, yan yung isa, plasma. Then, you have yung red blood cells. Yung red blood cells natin, ito yung mga erythrocytes. Laging tatandaan yan. Again, red blood cells or otherwise known as erythrocytes. So, they carry oxygen via the hemoglobin. Um, And then you have yung white blood cells or your leukocytes. basically sila yung first line of defense when there is an infection or foreign object. So, they will fight the infection. So, ang mechanism nitong white blood cells are mainly phagocytosis. Pag sinabing phagocytosis, kinakain, kumbaga, yung mga foreign objects. Okay? Kaya nga pina-fight nila yung infection. Yung infection kasi, hindi naman mangyayari internally. Meron niyang foreign object na pumasok that causes that infection. And yun yung nilalabanan ni white blood cells. Then you have yung platelets or yung thrombocytes na tinatawag. They aid in blood clotting. Yan naman yung ano ng um, platelets natin. They will aid in blood clotting. So, pag nagkasugat ka, eventually, if normal yung blood mo naman, magkaklat yan. Hihilom yung sugat, kumbaga. That is because of the platelets or thrombocytes that are in the blood. So, laging tatandaan, the normal blood volume in livestock is around 6 to 8% of their body weight. So, ganun karami yung blood doon sa animal. Now we go doon sa circulatory pathways, meaning hindi lang naman, kumbaga yung mga highway, hindi lang naman iisa yung pupuntahan. Hindi lang naman iisa yung pangalan, kumbaga, di ba? So meron namang mga ano, um, Dingras Marcos Highway, kung kunana dito. So ganun din, okay? Merong mga pathways itong mga itong circulatory system natin. So yung first pathway will be the pulmonary circulation. So from the right side of the heart, papunta sa lungs, then left side of the heart. Okay, so yan. So ang function ni pulmonary circulation is to exchange of gases. So oxygen will come in into the body and then carbon dioxide will come out. Kasi nga sa right side will be the mga right arteriole natin, right ventricles natin, that will carry the deoxygenated blood into the lungs. And then, from the lungs, papunta sa left side of the heart, wherein yung mga left um, ventricle, left arteriole natin, sila yung magre-receive ng oxygenated blood that will be pumped out into the body. Kaya nga yung function ng pulmonary system is the exchange of gases. Okay, laging tatandaan yan. Then you have your systemic circulation. So left side of the heart, papunta sa mga body tissues. And then yung deoxygenated blood na byproduct na, kumbaga, ng body tissues, mapupunta yan sa right side of the heart. Okay? So it functions first for the delivery of oxygen and nutrients kasi nga from the left side papunta sa body tissues. So meaning may ide-deliver na package, kumbaga, yung pinapump ng heart papunta sa mga body tissues. Anong silbi kung walang ibibigay na substance? Anong silbi kung walang mga oxygen or nutrients papunta sa body tissues? Meron yan. Okay? So, and then, yung sa body tissues, meron yung byproduct na through their metabolism, merong mabubuong byproduct. So, yung byproduct na yun yung removal of waste. Idadalhin ulit yan sa right side of the heart. Okay? So, yan yung circulatory pathway natin. Now, we also have what we call as coronary circulation. So, blood supply to the heart muscle itself. So, yun lang naman, self-explanatory, coronary yung tawag. If nagsi-circulate or yung blood supply from the um, heart muscle, okay? Or from the heart itself. So, yan. Now we go sa common cardiovascular conditions in livestock. First will be anemia. So anemia kasi it is caused by blood loss, parasites, poor diet. It is caused by because of blood loss, because of parasites, or because of poor diet. Medyo low yung iron. So yung iron kasi yung pag deficient ka kasi ng iron, nagiging anemic ka. So, yung effect nito is weakness, pale yung mga mucous membrane, kaya nga may tinatawag silang nagyayelo. Kumbaga, pag anemic ka. Okay? So, kasi pag mayroong blood loss, syempre involve yung cardiovascular system natin. Then, heart murmurs, basically merong defects sa valves, yung mga tricuspid, bicuspid. So, yung effect nito is abnormal heart sound, and because abnormal yung nung puso mo, more or less nagiging merong reduce sa performance or productivity ng animal. Then you have congestive heart failure caused by weak heart muscle. So the effect will be fluid accumulation, labored breathing, and then you also have shock, so blood loss or infection. So the effect is low blood pressure or poor circulation. And then you have yung pericarditis, or that is caused by infection or trauma, like for example, hardware disease, inflammation of heart lining, and then eventually pain, and if not treated, nagiging cause of death. Okay? So ano yung importance naman ng cardiovascular system natin in animal production? So the importance is that again, for oxygen delivery to the muscles, kung efficient yan, it supports growth, work, and movement of the animal. Kung maganda yung cardiovascular system mo, maganda rin yung pag-deliver ng mga oxygen, ng nutrients, ng hormone, nagiging mas productive yung animal. Then for the waste removal part na function ng cardiovascular system, it prevents toxic buildup and supports metabolism of the animal, again, eventually will lead to a proper growth. Then for the nutrient transport function, so it supports the lactation, the reproduction, and meat production. And then for the temperature regulation, um, important siya kasi nga, ano yan, it coincide with the feed intake of the animal, kasi pag masyadong mainit yung nararamdaman ng animal, hindi yan kakain. So, through proper thermoregulation, through proper temperature regulation, with the aid of the cardiovascular system, um, mas maganda yung feed intake ng animal. That again will lead to proper growth. Then, it can also act as a health indicator. So, yung heart rate, yung blood pressure will reflect stress. It will reflect also some sort of disease and the fitness level of the animal. Okay? Then, with that knowledge, um, you can know kung ano yung management practices that you will do. Okay? So, those are the importance on why you need to learn, or you need to have an idea on what is cardiovascular system. So with that, thank you for listening, and I hope you properly watch itong mga video lectures that I will be uploading.